Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about you, specifically what disc and course you voted on in the Voted For Challenge. First, I just want to say thank you to everyone that voted. We had 38 responses to the poll. There were a lot of neck and neck races and even quite a few tiebreakers. So what made the bag? First, the putting putter. It was a close race, but the winner was the P2. There was a three-way race between the P2, the Berg, and the AGL Baobab. But P2 came out on top. Alright, moving on to throwing putters. The number one disc going in the bag is the Zone. This was the most voted for disc. So fortunately, I have thrown it. I definitely don't want to lose this one because Brian Earhart is not on the tour team or elite team anymore. So not wanting to lose this one. Number two, most voted for throwing putter was the Kastaplast Berg. And now we move into our very first tiebreaker. Tiebreaker between this Dave & Buster's flying disc toy, which if you never watched me play Arrowhead with this, it was interesting. Anyway, first tiebreaker between this and the Streamline Pilot. Let's see who wins. So the Pilot now makes up the third spot in the bag. And you psychopaths who voted for that Dave & Buster's flying disc toy, you got real close, okay? You got real close to having fun with my sanity. Moving on to mid-ranges, the overwhelming majority of people voted for the Axiom Hex. I'm going to be throwing this Hexalotl, dyed by Surf City Disc and Dies, my sponsor. So that's going to be the first mid-range in the bag. The very close second, and honestly a very similar disc, is the Mako 3. So this is the second disc going in the bag. And just beating out the rest of the competition, the third mid-range going in the bag is the Malta. So I've got two pretty neutral options and then one overstable option. So I've got a reasonably good mix for the mid-ranges. Now our last set of discs, the drivers, this was the most intense competition yet. But the overwhelming majority of people voted for this disc, so the number one driver going in the bag is the Discraft Nuke. Now here's where things get interesting. There was a four-way tie for the second and third slot in the bag between the Destroyer, the Wraith, the Millennium Draco, and the MVP Wave. So who's going to take number two and number three?
Hi, future editor Sam here. You may notice that I'm holding the Wave, and that's because it starts with the letter W, just like Wraith. And I got confused and grabbed the wrong disc because I'm a dummy.
Now finally, what course am I going to be playing? For a long time, it was one particular layout, one particular course, but then at the end, out of nowhere, a different layout was taken. The course I will be playing is Castle Hayne, the long tees, and long baskets, because apparently people just want to watch me throw it into trees. But I honestly have a great, interesting bag. There's going to be some interesting shots. So let's see how I do. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.